My name's Rosemary Georgeson. I'm from a place called Galliano Island. And everybody in my family was a fisherman. And if they didn't work on the fish boats and work with fish, they worked on tugboats and towboats. They were sea captains, or they were lighthouse keepers. I started trolling and cod fishing with my father when I was still single digit, I'm sure. I actually learned how to walk on my father's packer. My first memories are being on the boat with my mom and dad and my grandparents. My grandparents always traveled with us. That was just normal that we would all live like that. 8, 10 people on a boat. So being born and raised in a commercial fishing family, you learn a lot about nets and twine. I started fishing my own boat when I was 16, 17. Main Island in Miners Bay, when you were trolling for spring salmon, you'd go down deep and you'd fish in along the rock piles. I just loved going to the stores to buy trolling gear with my dad because it was so bright and colorful and so many different shapes and sizes, and you just wanted to try it all. It was a 34-foot combination boat. A combination boat is a gill netter and a troller together. But when I got the boat, the licensing was changing, so if we were going trolling, we couldn't have a net on board with us, so we used to have to ship our nets to where we were going if we were going to troll along the way. And then the packers would take our nets up, and then we could go and put our nets on. It was a lot of work. There was a lot of movement. Commercial fishing was a training ground for becoming an artist. It taught me how to work independently. My Aunt Kate was the first female gill netter on the river in 1932, and she was hand chucking and hand pulling net then. And her kids were just toddlers, so she built a playpen on the top of her boat and put the kids up in the playpen while she was chucking net and pulling net down there. My great-great-grandmother was long-lining dogfish in 1860s. So our history with water goes way back. We've always done it. I was really taken about how much work and knowledge has to go into making these, because this is how my ancestors would have made nets, my great-grandmothers. This is what they were doing. And probably my role in the community at that time would have been to be the storyteller.